I've never been somebody who dreams about marriage, but when sitting down to write these vows, it dawned on me that I've been married to you in my heart long before today. I couldn't imagine my life without you. You are my very best friend. I could have heard the craziest stories about you to then be in your company and be completely swooned just minutes later. The connection we had was undeniable, and it didn't take me long to ever know it. I remember so clearly the night I knew I was falling for you, and the fear it brought with it. Giving my whole heart to you meant taking a huge risk, but I'll forever be thankful to myself for doing just that. You are the fire to my ice, the fill to my clay. You were made for me, and I for you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. I'm so proud of the man you have become. It's sometimes easier to see the ways I have changed you, but what I love most is the ways you change me. What I need you to know is that it's you. When I have good news, or even just wake up in the morning, the first person I think of is you. It will always be you. You've countlessly shown me the love you told me you had. You've shown me that words can be as strong as actions. Anyone who knows you is lucky to have you in their life. How did I get so lucky to spend the rest of mine with you? I've always said we are yin and yang, total opposites, yet somehow a perfect blend. I can't wait to see our life grow, to grow our own family and then see that of our children's. You are every bit of the fun, caring and exciting dad that I knew you would be. Thank you for giving me the greatest gift of all, becoming a mum to our little Jacks. I love how much you care for us. I love how we spend our time together, both doing nothing and yet everything. I love the little messages you leave us in the morning and the sweet texts you send throughout the day. I love how you walk in a room and brighten everyone up. I love every part of you and the side you bring out in me. I've never felt more loved, and I've never loved so much. I'm not only gaining a husband, but a best friend for life. They say you don't just marry a person, you marry their family. I honestly couldn't be any happier to be a part of yours. I've never felt more welcome and at home. Your mum has always been there for us. Whether it's the small things or the big things, she always has time to listen and lend a helping hand. Your dad? Well, where do I start? The fun we've already had, I'm sure, will be nothing compared to what we have ahead. He's been our right-hand man during the renovation of our home, and I've loved every minute of the time we've spent together. I can't wait to officially be a Francis, but it's something they've told me I already am for years now. I love them both so much, and Jax is so lucky to have them as grandparents. I vow to spend the rest of my life with you, simply because of who you are. You're enthusiastic about everything you do, passionate, hardworking, and optimistic. I vow to be all of those things to you and to our family.
Hollie, how do I tell you that I love you? Let me try. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you for everything you do for me, our home, our life, and most importantly, our little boy Jax. Not a single gesture of your time or love for either of us has ever been forgotten or expected. My heart has never been more full, so thank you for that. They say the universe gives you what you deserve, and I spent time wondering what I did to deserve you. Then I realised that the universe gives you what you need. You came into my life at one of my lowest points. and you instantly became my sunshine, my muse, and my everything. Little did I know that after meeting you, my life would never be the same again. From the moment you reached out to me, I knew we had something special. I've never felt such a sense of joy and wonder. Your smile became my goal, and your heart was my adventure. Just knowing I had your attention helped my days feel brighter, and I found myself wishing for the next time we would speak to be much, much sooner. From our late night FaceTimes where you'd sit in the kitchen eating giant sausage rolls, to rushing out to stock up on natural ingredients just to encourage you to come and see me. I became infatuated with you. But that was just the beginning, and unfortunately, timing wasn't on our side. Our lives continued to develop away from each other, and we each took different paths as we grew up the world. Our FaceTimes got shorter, and our life got in the way, but my love for you continued to grow. Although that love wasn't always reciprocated, I never let go of the hope that one day we would be together. But for that moment in life, you were the unobtainable, the fairy tale ending, the cliffhanger, and my desire. The girl of my dreams that got away, and the only person who truly ever had my heart, and it was a tricky situation to be in, but not one that I was ever going to just let go of. You'd call it wanting what you can't have, and then I'd reply saying, well, persistence is key. And eventually my hope paid off. Our paths finally aligned on a Sticky Tops dance floor, and that's where our journey began. Who would have thought that all these years later we would be standing here today, and that I would have the privilege to call you my wife? And I'm so happy about that. It's the little things that you do that remind me daily that I love you, and it's the little things you don't have to do that reminds me why I do. Hollie, you have brought me out of my comfort zone, shown me the world, and even brought a brand new world into my life that I can hold inside my arms. You have supported me in my worst moments and laughed with me at my best. You have opened my eyes to life. A life that feels more like a dream when I'm with you. You have guided me through and made me the better man that stands in front of you today, and for that I thank you. I promise to care for you, being firmly by your side as we build the perfect world for our family. I will always be a shoulder to cry on and an arm to sleep on. I promise to be faithful and put your needs before my own. I will always support you and remind you how beautiful you are. I will stand by your side through the highs and the lows. I promise never to stop exploring with you and learning about you. I will always protect you and our family, even if we have to argue about who checks the creepy noise in the kitchen the other night. I promise that my love will always be yours. Even as we grow old and wrinkled, your hand will be forever the one that I want to hold. I promise to be truthful. I promise to be the DPS if you'll be my support. I promise to always make you a drink before you go to bed, and I'll take the rubbish out in the morning. I promise to be mindful and never take this marriage for granted. I will act on my word and be the guiding light whenever you need me. I promise to always try and be the best version of myself for you. But more importantly, I'll promise to always be on my own. We have an unwritten rule that actions speak louder than words. I hope today my years of actions have paid off, and that my words will be everything that you need to really know how much I truly love you.